Welcome to Caching Waves. This is your Elliott Wave update for Solana. Now, it's been a while since I updated this, but we're coming into a pretty interesting area. Wanted to give you a quick look at it. First of all, on the daily, since the low, have this as my primary as a 5-wave move to the upside. We got quite extended here in our third, and we might get more extended. And I'll show you how that can be. Now, the area that we're going to focus on is this third wave in green, which will be in blue there. As you can see, that would be completing our third wave. Now, the areas I was looking for our fourth wave was between 59.19 and 87.77, switching between log and linear. So that was my target box. And the question is our fourth wave complete, or do we need to make another move to the downside? My bias is we need to make a move to the downside, but there is an alternative as well where we get even more extended, and I want to show you that. So first of all, we had our A wave move to the downside, looking for our B as either a running flat or a regular flat, depending where we end. If it was a running flat, we'd protect this A wave low, and our B wave would be higher than the previous third I have marked here. But if we stop at the 1-to-1, which is this move here, off the B wave, ABC, the 1-to-1's at 125.20 on log, and on linear it's at 120.37. So if we do pivot here from one more high up, I would expect a 1-to-1 extension of this A wave whenever it ends to come back down and challenge that A wave in red. So we'll see what we get here, and if we do get extensions up to the 1.382 and 1.618, we do have that B zone in the running flat area in which we'd come back and defend this A wave for the trade setup. So that's what I'm looking for a pivot soon. I'm looking for the C wave. I'm going to be tracking this one down at the lower time frames here on out because there is some short opportunities here as a scalp. But I did want to show you this alternative, and this is where we get even more bullish. If you remember my videos from last month, I believe, I had a real hard time counting this wave because of the size of this fourth compared to the wave 2 and how shallow it was. Like, it didn't come to any form of our guidelines. It was just such a shallow wave compared to this wave 2. We didn't even come to the 236, right? So the way this can actually be more bullish in the short term is if this is actually making an ending diagonal and our third isn't even complete. I'm just bringing this to your attention for the fact that it's possible if we don't reject here what else I'd be looking for. And this would be more of a 3-wave move. 3-wave move, be looking to make a 3-wave move, 3, 3, as a diagonal, like so. And that would actually be the top of our third wave. Now for those extensions, we'd be pulling from our high to our low. That's our wave 1 of the 5th of the 3rd. We'd be looking for the 1.236 and 382 and the 1.618. So you can see it can actually come pretty high if this is actually what's happening. So I'm going to be paying pretty close attention in these areas for the next move, because there is that option that Solana really does get moving pretty quickly, and we'd have to adjust that third wave. Now, it'd be much simpler if we just pivot here at the 1-to-1, come down for our C, look to open our long, and go for the 5th of the 5th, and we'd be challenging $200 at that point. A nice over 100% move to the upside. But until then, if this starts and just keeps pushing to the upside, I'm going to have to consider that the alternative. Now, I wouldn't consider the fourth complete in this 5 waves in blue, just because the amount of time this wave 2 took. Wave 4 doesn't seem long enough. So I'd wait for that to make that diagonal like so, and then actually make our fourth. All right, guys, it's going to be a complicating area to analyze unless we just get a clean drop once we hit that 1-to-1. But I will show you how I'm going to trade that once we get there. Make sure to update this over the next little while. And yeah, looking for that 1-to-1 and going to be paying attention to the reaction. If it's simple, we will get a clean, like nice 5 waves to the downside, and we can sell the retrace. But we really need to see the reaction at that area because all those possibilities are there. All right, guys, that's it for Solana. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.